Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. If you have or you plan to remove the cam gear on the 22 Honda Grom or the new Monkey, you'll find that getting it back on can be pretty difficult. That's because on these bikes, it no longer has an external cam gear tension bolt that on the previous versions you could back out. It would relieve the pressure and make it pretty easy to get the gear on. On these though, it doesn't have an external bolt to loosen the pressure on the chain, so you really just need to muscle it back on. I've taken the cam gear off of this bike now 5 or 6 times, and it's always the step in the process of rebuilding the engine that I hate. Anyway, I found a much easier way to do it, and I wanted to show you how. Now, when you're reassembling the cam gear, you need to make sure that the dot is lined up in the front and that you're at top dead center, and there's a whole process. I'll link to a video that I've done previously that shows how to get everything lined up first, but since everything's lined up, I'm going to pull it off and then show you how to put it back on. So I have some electrical tape on my needle nose pliers, and you'll see why in a second. Previously, I was just holding the gear here and trying to laterally move it. You can see that I have about 4 or 5 millimeters of distance to go until I was able to get it slotted in. And while that always ended up working, it took quite a few times and sometimes many times before I was able to get it to lock in. I found though that if you use the pliers and just insert them into a couple of the cogs of the gear here, again, the electrical tape so that it doesn't mar up the finish of the head, if you pull it back, you can get it to move almost the entire distance you need it to. And pushing at the same time, easily slot it in. Again, you need to make sure that everything lines up correctly, but that makes it a much easier task. And so far, since I've been using this process, again, I can do it every time, and you can see doesn't do any damage here. I promised it would be brief. Please check out my other videos, subscribe to the channel, stay tuned for more videos, and keep on building.